Hey, welcome back. And in today's video, I would like to talk to you about another gaming headset. It's made by, well, it's branded with the company PBX. Not sure how well my camera will pick that up right in here. And, well, the reason why I got these in, and yes, the microphone does fold down. The reason why I got these in is on one of my other reviews, in the comment section, someone had asked me if I would test these out. Now, this is the box it comes in. And if you read right here, it says works with PS4, PS4 Pro, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, and the PC. Now you also, if you got any other type of machine or console, you may even have to get an adapter for this to work. I don't have all the gaming consoles, so I cannot tell you if they're going to work with a specific model. So you're going to have to do your own research on that. But he asked me if I would check these out. Well, they're from Family Dollar and they're only 20 bucks. So yes, it's a gaming headset for 20 bucks, and he wanted to know how good they are. Now, the plastic they use is not the best in the world. They don't really feel that sturdy, and when you are wearing them, they do kind of creak a little bit. So they're not using the best grade plastic in these headsets. Now, the other one I did from Family Dollar, the Billboard gaming headset, those actually had a lot better grade of plastic that they used when they made them than this, okay? Now, they do got some nice padding up on top. The ear cups have a decent amount of padding in it. They even put a little bit of cloth on the inside here to help, I guess, take sweat away from your ears. But everything else, especially the red accented plastic pieces, that doesn't scream quality to me. Now, the cable here is nylon braided. Not sure if my camera will pick it up very well. And it does, the cable actually feels really, really good. And the cable is actually 6 feet in length. Now, when you put it on, this is only a volume switch, and it's a rotary switch, and it's not that bad of a distance away from you. It's probably about a foot, maybe a little bit more than a foot away from the headset. So it's not like way up here, it's a little bit further down. You do get two connectors. You get a 3.5 millimeter adapter here. And if you notice the 3 black rings, that means it is a TRRS type connector. There's more, hold on. And of course you get a standard USB connector. The USB plug is strictly for the lights on the headset. And I'll show you those in a little bit because I'll shut some of my lights off and it'll get a little bit darker, and I can show you what those look like a little bit better. The cable total in length is 6 feet long, okay? So you get a pretty decently long cable with it, with being 6 feet. They do use 40 millimeter drivers, and pretty much that's all the specifications I can give you about these, because they don't give you a whole lot in the box. The other thing you do get in the box is an adapter cable. One end, you get a female 3.5 millimeter, and on the other end, you got two 3.5 millimeter male plugs. And if you notice, there's the 2 black rings. That means that this adapter goes from TRRS down to TRS. So you can use these, or this little Y splitter, with a PC, maybe your phone, or like what I'm going to do, I'm going to plug this directly into the camera so you can hear what this microphone sounds like. By the way, when you plug the USB plug in and the lights come on, whatever brightness they're on, that's it. It's just automatically set. You cannot adjust the brightness of the LEDs. Okay. So give me a second. Let me come right back. Let me shut some of these lights off, and so I can plug it in so you can see a little bit on what the lights look like. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, that's what the lights look like. I got it plugged into a power bank right there on both sides. That's what you're going to expect for lighting. Okay, now what you are hearing right now is the microphone from the PBX Raptor Pro Plus gaming headset. Now, when you first put them on, the tension might be a little strong. It was for me at first, and I was like, boy, these aren't going to be all that great because it's kind of squeezing my head a little bit. So let me turn on another light. That's a little better. Now, when I first got them, like I said, and I put them on, it was the pressure or the tension was a little bit much. Okay. I was like, after an hour or two, it may start hurting or something, blah, blah, blah. So what I did, I took them off, but I put like a pillow in between the headphones. You know, I set them over a pillow, and I let it sit there for probably about a good 6 hours. And then I tried them, then I took it to pillow away, let the headset relax for probably about a good 15 to 20 minutes, and then put them on my head, and they felt a lot better. So you got to give it a little bit of time to break in. Okay. Otherwise, when you first put them on, you're not going to get a real good representation of how they're going to feel. Basically, what I'm trying to say is, over time, these will relax, and the tension won't be pushing on your head as much. Now, it does cut out some of the ambient noise around you. Not a whole lot, but it does. And your ears will get warm. Mine didn't actually sweat, but they did get kind of warm, and that was like about after 3 hours of gaming on my laptop. I usually don't go past 4 hours. If you do, so I can't say if they're going to be sweating or not. Okay. The cushioning does soften a little bit better too after a couple of times using them. When I first put them on, it felt really kind of hard. But like I said, I've had these for like 2 weeks now, and every time I used them, I noticed it kept getting the foam in the ear cups kept getting a little bit softer. Now, you have to kind of do this a little bit. Well, for me, to get my ears to completely fit in the ear cups, they won't just boom, they're in there. No, with my big old ears anyway, I actually had to play with it a little bit, and for it to feel comfortable on my head and to get my ears inside them. Now, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to turn a fan on. It's on low right now. It's the Easy ACC desktop fan, battery operated fan. I got it on low, and the reason why I'm turning this fan on is so you can see how good or bad the microphone is, if it has any form of noise reduction or not. Now let me put it on medium. Now it's up on medium. Let's get it up all the way. And now it's up all the way. My fan is up all the way. So hopefully this might give you some kind of an indication of how sensitive basically the microphone is. I mean, if it's picking up that fan, then if you're going to use these for gaming or something of that nature, you may want to not use something like that. Okay. Now, how do they sound? Well, first of all, the volume wise, they don't go too loud. no matter what device I put them on, it never got as loud to the point where the volume is hurting my ears. At least in my testing, it has not done that. I tested it on my Samsung Galaxy S7, my Nexus 7 tablet, my iPod Touch 5, and my laptop. The only one that got the loudest was probably the laptop. But it did, like I said, the volume didn't get loud enough to the point where if I were to take them off, my ears were ringing because of the volume. Okay, just I wanted to get that done right away. Now the bass in these are very, very strong. It's very rich, very well defined, but not muddy. The mid-range is pretty clean. It does punch through, and it blends with the low end or the bass very, very well. The high end is very crisp. It's very clean, but it's not overpowering. Okay, it's almost as if they put, like if this is the high end and this is the bass and mid, it's just slightly higher than the high end. You get just enough high end to hear all the nice little details and nuances of your game or music or movies or whatever that you're listening to. Now, the other thing too is when I was gaming or listening to my music, I did notice that it doesn't really, these will not black out a lot of the ambient noise around me. So that also means that there's probably going to be a lot of good sound leakage as well. So if you got these cranked up and someone comes in there to say, hey, what are you doing? They're probably going to be hearing what's coming over these headphones as well. So just wanted to let you know about that. Pretty much that's about it for the review. You're hearing what the microphone sounds like. I told you what they sound like. And for me, when I first got them, once again, this is something I just kind of remembered, they were really over bassy when I first used them. But after probably about a good 12 hours to maybe 15 hours of me going between gaming, movies, podcasts, and music, they seem to have like burned themselves in to the point where now I'm getting the true sound of the headphones. So I kind of like the sound for certain things, like for gaming, because with the little bit deeper bass and the toned down high end makes the explosions come alive a little bit better, the screaming and things of that nature, and gunshots. Really nice. Some songs are really nice. Listening to music was a pleasurable experience as well. Like Alice Cooper's Nightmare. These perform really well because there's a lot of stuff that he does in that song, like also Give Up the Funk from Parliament. Another great song to listen to with these because there's just so much stuff going on in that song that you're able to hear everything going on with these headphones, and gave me a pleasurable experience. Would I recommend these? Yes, but only maybe as a backup set of headphones, or if your good ones died and you just need something right here and right now, go ahead and get these for $20. They're not bad. The Billboard ones were better in my opinion, but these are not bad. The other thing that I would recommend these for is, well, if your child's school isn't going back to in-person classrooms and you're stuck doing Zoom. Yes, it's hot in here and I don't have any fans on, so I'm sweating right now, and I don't want to turn that fan on right now to keep cool and it ruin the audio of the video, so please bear with me, okay? So like if you're doing a whole Zoom thing for homeschooling, I would recommend these. Also, maybe if you have to do teleconferencing for work, these would be great too. Or if you just want a nice or a cheap set of headphones with pretty good sound, so you can maybe watch your movies at night or YouTube videos or whatever, I would recommend these. And by the way, there's no mute button, at least that I know of. As you can see, the microphone's up all the way, and I'm going to bring it back down, so I don't I didn't notice any muting function on these either, so if you're hoping for mute, it's not going to work. And that's it. That's my review. That's my recommendations. So yes, like I said, I would recommend it only either as a second or a backup pair of headphones, or if you just need something really quick, or to do maybe for your kids homeschooling, or for like you're doing some video conferencing for work. That's what I would do. For 20 bucks, they do perform very well, but don't expect them probably to last more than a year. Well, if you liked this video, please give it that thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, please hit that subscribe button and don't forget about the notification bell. It would really help me out a lot if you were to share this video on all of your social media sites. And until the next video, you have a great day.